The inverse of a function is a rule that shows the process backwards, from input to output and then from output to input. So consider this function 5x minus 2 over 3. So we input an x value, and you'll see that the process starts by multiplying that x value by 5 and then subtracting 2. And then last but not least is dividing that result by 3. And that gives us our output, which is as f of x. So here's a flow diagram to illustrate that more. So we start with an input x, multiply that by 5, subtract 2, and then divide that by 3 gives us f of x. So now finding the inverse function is just really doing it in reverse. So we start from right and go our direction to the left. So we start by an x, an input. Instead of dividing by 3, we multiply by 3 and reverse subtraction into addition. So adding 2 and then dividing by 5, which is reverse of multiplying. So just by intuitively figuring out the operations that are occurring, we are able to find the inverse function of f of x equals 5x minus 2 over 3 to be f inverse x is 3x plus 2 over 5. So this is the intuitive process, but what we are going to learn is how to find the inverse using an algebraic approach. So as I've mentioned earlier, what happens is the input and the outputs are switched. So if f of x is the given output, I'm going to change that to y. So that would be my first step. Change f of x to y.